Hey, good afternoon, Dark Horse members, um, subscribers. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Glad to have you here. I'm just gonna go over the Visa, and we're gonna focus on the gaps, and the power of the Fibonacci extension and retracement tool. This is very, very powerful. Also, I may throw some Bollinger Bands on here as well too. But I'm just today is going to show you a few indicators that I use that are very powerful and helping me, execute trades. So we're on a daily with Visa. All right, I had this arrow here, and you see that there was a gap. But if you look to your right, you notice that price dropped down and covered this gap. All right. So normally when we see gaps in the chart, we be mindful of those gaps because those gaps can be closed. All right. So when it had a gap up, what we did was we patiently waited for an opportunity. Maybe this gap could be closed. All right. So we did get this. But if you notice right here, we also had another gap. All right. You had a gap down. And then what happened? Price came and what? Filled this particular gap. Okay. Here's another gap right here. We had a gap up in price. Look, price comes back, filled the gap. Okay. So always be mindful when you start seeing gaps on charts, all right, that they possibly could be filled. Let me charge this. Sorry about that. And I hope you guys are really having a wonderful spring. All right. It's beautiful outside. I'm in the metro Atlanta area, so it's nice out. All right, so we also on the chart we identified right here a head and shoulders pattern. So we got our head. So we'll label was H. We'll just do the whole thing. Head. I'll move this over. All right, we got a left shoulder. And we're gonna have a right shoulder. Left. All right, we got a right. So this when the more you get comfortable with trading, you start seeing these patterns. All right. So normally we measure from here down to the neckline and we move it down to get our downside target. But what I want to show you is you can use your fib extension tool. All right. All right, cool. So I just did a bar replay to get rid of it. So I can show you how accurate we can be with the fib extension tool. All right. So we're just going to measure from the top of his head down to this particular level right here. And we're going to move it back up. And we're going to draw a box here as our target zone. Okay. And we're going to get rid of our extension. All right. Now, normally when extension is hit, you see some form of correction in the market. So normally when the extension is complete, you'll see a correction. So meaning we want to see price come down, hit this area, and maybe move to the upside. So we're going to start playing. All right. So see price came down, actually broke lower. Let me pull my extension back up. All right. I measured it. Put the wrong box. Sorry. It's supposed to be right here. There it is. I knew something looked a little funny. All right. So you see that the extension was hit. Okay. Now, let me see something. Hold right here. Bear with me right quick. Bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Uh, all right. Don't mind my son if you hear him in the background. He don't know I record. He making all the noise, but don't mind. All right. So we all right. So our extension was hit, so it's good. All right. Now we making our way up. All right. Play again. All right. Now we have an impulse right here, and we have a Bart Simpson pattern. All right. So if any of heard me talk about the Bart Simpson pattern, all right, it's a traders have given it this name. You can see right here, you got different images of it on the chart. So you see how his hairline with the Bart Simpson pattern, and then you have a drop. So it's normally a bearish thing. All right, you see right here, same thing. So we can go back and we can look. See, this is a little mini Bart Simpson. However, if we really want to trade this, I want to take the impulse. What is this? This is an impulse. All right, and I want to see if it's going to come back to the 61% area of my retracement. If it does, I will look to enter a long position to take the trade. All right, what do we have? If you look right here, what do you have? You had price come back to the what? 61%. You see this 0.618? That's 61%. This is around $95 some change. And then we had a bullish reversal candle to come into the market. This suggests that we want to maybe go to the upside. All right. So I'm just showing you multiple ways of how we can analyze charts and we can wait for the perfect opportunity. All right. Somebody could have came in and made this move to the upside. That is possible. All right. But if you felt like you missed, you can be patient. All right. We are on the daily, so it may take a little longer, but this is where we at. Okay. Now, what we can do now is we can measure this extension, this bullish impulsive move, and we can get our upside target to where it look like it want to go. Okay. So I'm just showing you just multiple ways where we can get various targets. All right. Okay. So now we can take this off. Okay. And what are we going to have? We're going to have a situation where we're expecting this to be our target area up to the upside. Okay. So I'm just going to slow it down a little bit. And we're in this trade and we expect price to hit up here. And once it hit up here, we're going to look to exit out the position. Okay. Because remember, when an extension is hit, normally you have some form of a correction. Okay. So let's look. All right. Remember what I said when the extension is hit, we have a correction. What do we have? Extension hit right here, correction. All right. All right, extension hit again. This is serving as a major area of resistance. Now it finally corrected. All right, now we're up to speed. Okay. All right. Now, since this area has now been breached, what are we looking for now? We're looking to go up to the top level. So we want to take Visa to the 241 region, all right, because this is the top level of the resistance. As long as price closes above the area that was serving as resistance, it's now the support. Our next level of the resistance based off the extension, the Fibonacci extension, is the 241. So we do want to look for opportunities to enter this trade long. Now you do see a pullback. Okay, now you see a pullback coming. Where is it pulling back to? It's pulling back to that area where it's showing that we are showing that we're retesting. All right, this area. If my Wi-Fi been choppy lately too, guys. Sorry about that. I'm gonna get it fixed, I promise. All right, this area I just showed right here is resistance. We want to see it price come back to retest the 232 maybe area, and we want to look. We want to take this trade long. Okay, so we're gonna patiently wait and see if we can take some option contracts out on this bad boy. Okay, so I just showed you how there's multiple things on a chart that screams out to us. We saw head and shoulders. We saw gaps. We saw impulsive moves to help us get the upside. We saw corrections. So this is like a play box, for a trader. Like, we just love the charts, you know what I'm saying? And it's multiple things. The chart just tell a lot of, great stories, all right? Because each counter is representative of psychologist, a person. We're not we're not literally trading Visa. We're really trading against other people. All right. So every candle represents some form of psychology of the thought process of individuals of fear, greed, and indecision in the market. Simple as that. All right. So let's go ahead and let's clear off and let's throw the Bollinger Bands in. Okay, great. All right. So we're out of the water on the Bollinger Bands. That is a signal that price wants to come back into the water. We're up here. All right, we possibly could retrace a little bit further, okay, especially depending on how our median moves on this moving average. All right, so moving average right now is sitting at 223. It will begin to creep up, but I do expect some form of a correction back into the water. So that's a great sign as well. And some people may put in some puts in the market to effectively trade this. Okay. So that's basically some of the indicators and tools we use to make our trades. So I hope this video helped. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Also, make sure you make your way over if you're interested in crypto. We do have an educational platform called Dark Horse Coins. Uh, that's very beneficial. We got a members area, so go check that out. And we also can go look at the fear greed index. The lower this is, that means we should be buying. Right? We should be buying, buying, buying. All right. The higher the greed, we need to be either selling or being aware that there possibly could be a strong correction in the market. But this is a great buying point. Even if we get into this region, we definitely should be buying. Okay. So that's that with crypto. But other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Stay vigilant, stay on those charts, believe in yourself, set a plan, execute, rinse, repeat. All right. I'm Eric. Have a great day. Enjoy.